Hey, Ron here from Military Images Magazine with a new episode of Life on the Civil War Research Trail. Today, we're going back to April 7th, 1862, the second and concluding day of the Battle of Shiloh at Pittsburgh Landing in Tennessee. Union and Confederate forces are counting casualties, heavy losses. Confederates win the first day. Union comes back and wins the second day. The aftermath is horrific as casualties are being transported out of the area and the Confederate Army is withdrawing towards Corinth, Mississippi. 1,200 miles east, the man pictured here, Julius Eichberg, is preparing to debut his first comic opera, his first composed musical called The Doctor of Alcantara. I was fortunate enough to find a recording by the Boston Brass of the overture, and so we're going to put that on in the background so you can listen to it play. And meanwhile, I'm going to talk a little bit about just how important this particular comic opera is to American history. There is a book called Encyclopedia of the Musical Theater by Kurt Gansel. And Kurt Gansel has this to say about The Doctor of Alcantara. He says it is the first successful and substantial American musical. He explains, quote, "The Doctor of Alcantara, although both derivative and imitative in text and music, is a much more substantial and significant piece than The Black Crook, produced in 1866, which used to be, once upon a time, serving as the starting point for histories of America's musical stage." So Julius Eichberg, who was a German national who immigrated to the United States in 1857, lived in New York for a couple of years, and then moved to Boston where he settled in. He became quite well known rather quickly. His work as a violin teacher, as a director, and then as a composer of The Doctor of Alcantara, it put him on the map. Crowds loved it in the theater in Boston, and it went on to play in other cities. He wrote 3 more comic operas during his time, and he also went on to found the Boston Conservatory of Music. So he's an epic figure in American music history. I also discovered a hymn that he wrote in 1862, the same year that The Doctor of Alcantara, the same year as the Battle of Shiloh. And it appears that his wife, Anna, wrote the lyrics to this hymn. And I want to read it to you. It's not terribly long, but I'm going to read it to you while the overture to The Doctor of Alcantara is playing in the background. So here we go. To thee, O country, great and free, with trusting hearts we cling, our voices tuned by joyous love, thy power and praises sing. Thy power and praises sing. Upon thy mighty faithful heart, we lay our burdens down. Thou art the only friend who feels their weight without a frown. Upon thy mighty faithful heart, we lay our burdens down. Thou art the only friend who feels their weight without a frown. Upon thy mighty faithful heart, we lay our burdens down. Thou art the only friend who feels their weight without a frown. I can't help but think that these words are speaking to the war and to the power of sacrifice that the whole nation is making. The second verse talks a little bit more about being part of the country. And keep in mind, Eichberg is an immigrant. So here we go. For thee we daily work and strive. To thee we give our love. For thee with fervor deep we pray. To him who dwells above. To him who dwells above. O God, preserve our fatherland. Let peace its ruler be. And let her happy kingdom stretch from north to southmost sea. O God, preserve our fatherland. Let peace its ruler be. And let her happy kingdom stretch from north to southmost sea, from north to southmost sea. O God, preserve our fatherland, let peace its ruler be, and let her happy kingdom stretch from north to southmost sea. So there you have it. Julius Eichberg, composer, immigrant, writer of the first American musical, writer of a patriotic hymn during the war at a most difficult point in our history. And there you have it for today. Until the next time, we'll see you on the trail.